Like a lot of schools in Texas, Euless Trinity High School considers itself a football school, and why not? The Trojans are a powerhouse on the gridiron. 3 state titles in the last decade, often nationally ranked, and they were even featured in a Gatorade commercial. But these days on the Trinity campus, there is a 7-footer who is making the Trojan basketball team quite a story.
A little over a year ago, Myles Turner was relatively unknown, not even nationally ranked by most recruiting services. Today, he's one of the top players in the country.
Well, I really take pride in being a basketball player, not playing a single position. I mean, I can shoot the ball out to an extended amount of range. I can play inside. I can, defend the perimeter and play and guard the paint as well. So I really pride myself in being just an all-around basketball player, not just a center.
Defensively, he's the best defensive shot blocker I've ever seen because of his timing, but his game is just smooth.
He's a consensus top 10 player in the 2014 class, with his highest ranking being number 2 overall by ESPN. His meteoric rise to the top of the recruiting world ironically began with a setback. After his sophomore year, Myles broke his ankle in an AAU game.
I was ready to hang it up, but I was really discouraged, from playing.
And 2 days after surgery, we went right to the gym. His trainer, Ken Roberson, and Myles hit the weight room every day. And Myles was just so dedicated that he stayed at it, and he put on about 20 pounds of muscle. He grew about 4 or 5 inches.
Ken Roberson has been training athletes, mostly basketball players, for over 27 years, beginning with his college roommate, NBA Hall of Famer Karl Malone. Since then, he's trained Dallas area prospects like Larry Johnson, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Chris Bosh. He's been working with Myles for about 4 years now, and he says the time away from the game allowed Myles to not only improve physically, but also refocus mentally.
What I think it allowed him to do was focus on his weakness. Normally when they play summer schedules, the schedule is so hectic that a lot of time the guys really don't get to work on anything but maybe they're shooting. But having that summer off, it allowed him to work on all his weaknesses.
When he was finally back to 100%, Myles was a taller, stronger, shot-blocking machine with an outside shot. And scouts saw potential that simply wasn't there before the injury. And Euless Trinity has reaped the benefits. Last year, the Trojans made just their 10th playoff appearance since the school opened in 1968.
It's been amazing, especially from the sense that, Trinity is such a football powerhouse. To get some notoriety for the basketball team has been awesome, and it's been great for the community and the school.
Myles has not only been popular with colleges, but also with other high school players and prep schools. Some of them tried to get Myles to transfer to be with more successful, more nationally recognized basketball programs.
We've always raised Myles to be independent and try to help him make better decisions and make decisions on his own. And we were really proud of the fact that he made a decision to stay at Trinity for the reasons that he made the decision, and that would be, he wanted to finish what he started.
I mean, they tried, and I guess what I appreciate about him and his family and his character is they wanted to stay here. He wanted to help put Trinity on the map. And that's just a sign of him and his character.
I told myself, I'm not going to give up on this team or the school. I mean, we put way too much work in with each other. We're a big family here. I mean, I feel very obligated to try and bring a state title to Trinity because, everybody knows this place is a football school. We definitely respect the football program here, but, why not bring some notoriety to the basketball as well?
Thanks to Myles' loyalty, the Trojans not only have their eyes on winning what could just be their 4th district title in school history, but also possibly getting the state. But Myles isn't just beloved for his athletic prowess. An excellent student and personable young man, he was recently given the Optimist Award, which is given every year to the best student at Trinity High School, taking into account grades and involvement in school activities.
This year, the staff got together and they were just like, how can we not give it to this kid? He's a great student, great grades, everybody likes him, he's just a total package.
While Myles has his eyes on hanging an elusive state championship banner in Trinity's gym, fans around the country just want to know where he's going to school. Arizona, Kansas, Kentucky, Duke, Oklahoma State, Ohio State, and Texas are all very much involved. Being the top uncommitted player in the nation, Myles has the luxury of taking his time and picking the perfect situation.
I'm trying to look at everything in the, real tiny detail. Taking these visits seriously, talk to these coaches occasionally, watching their systems.
After he finds the ideal college, this fast-rising prospect may just keep going up, all the way to the NBA.
Growing up watching my family, sacrifice everything they had to try, make a career out of basketball, that's one of the things that would be amazing to me, be able to repay them, in a sense. I mean, not, of course, monetary value, but it's like knowing that, I made it there and, we have a lot more to go. I mean, you can never settle, of course, but, knowing that you got there and it was a success that you've been going through as a family, that means a great deal to me.
The two things I think are most important for him, and he's got them both, his work ethic and how humble he is. I mean, he doesn't feel like he's the #2 recruit in the country. He feels like he has to get better. He doesn't know how to quit, and that's going to carry him far.
In Euless, Texas, I'm Joe McCann.